Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to Chat's Home. Today, I'm very excited to talk to an incredibly exciting up-and-coming band right now. They're from Palmdale. You can listen to their new EP, Dancing With You, right now, and that band is Bed. What's up, Bed?
Hi, how's it going? Excited to be here.
What's up? Yeah, excited to have you guys.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
This is the first interview, right?
Yep.
Right here?
Our very first interview.
Amazing. I'm honored. I'm honored that you're here for it. Thanks for joining us. Of course, yeah. So I want to get into where you're from to start, because I think I had some confusion, and like Robert did too. I thought for some reason you guys were from Vegas, and people thought you were from San Diego. But you're from Palmdale, right?
Yeah, Palmdale.
Yeah, we're from Palmdale, California. Well, Allen Valley. I live in like Quartz Hill, Lancaster, and
I live in Palmdale.
Yeah, I live in Palmdale. So.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Afro Man the biggest artist from Palmdale?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like,
how is it with that song? Like,
well, I mean, anytime someone asks us where you guys from, we're like Palmdale, and they're like Afro Man, and I'm like, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, you should listen to his album. He has an album called Palmdale Love.
Oh, nice.
It's a really good album. It's really good.
It's the anthem for
the anthem for
like
Palmdale.
Love, Palmdale Love.
There's also an NBA player. I don't know. That's all I know though.
No, yeah.
oh yeah. I can't remember. It's Paul George or Chris Paul. He went to my high school.
Yeah. And then he re-renovated Mary Kerr Park. It's like a park we have out there, and like
Oh, cool.
it was really cool actually. And like it I remember like I was there at the skate park like that day, and they were doing like a whole event, and he was there playing with some of the kids there.
No way.
And I didn't know, I don't follow basketball, but I was like, that's pretty cool, you know?
Yeah.
I
That's
didn't
dope.
know that.
Is Afro Man ever around?
Well, he was actually out here like a couple like months ago. He did like a concert. It wasn't really in Palmdale, but yeah, he was out there. Yeah,
That's so cool. Shout out to Palmdale. That's
Yeah,
awesome. And you guys
Palmdale.
have kind of a little scene like growing in the
Yeah.
indie community. Like I feel like we were talking about that new venue that opened up. What's it called again?
Transplants.
Yeah.
We'd always there always been shows around, but it was always at someone's backyard, you know. It was always like in a backyard. And then a couple years ago there was this little venue called Voodoo Vinyl, and they used to throw shows, but it was like the room was like probably this size, and there would be like as many people that could fit in there, and people would like be crowd surfing, throwing around in there. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
That's wild. That's a trip.
There was other venues, but like they never lasted. Like they would just close down. So
In Palmdale.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It seems like this new spot's there to stay for sure. Like you guys are
Oh,
busting
yeah,
it.
seems
Like
like,
long
yeah.
live Transplants.
Yeah. For real. Shout out to Tris.
Shout out to Transplants.
Yeah. No, seriously, they kind of gave it home to like the music scene, and like
Yeah.
it's pretty cool because it's actually like they have like how do I say, it's like good quality, I guess, like PAs and like a whole mics, and they
good
actually mic
sound
us up, and it's like
Nice.
It's like a legit venue.
yeah, and it's
Yeah.
really cool, and like it gives us a place to go, you know.
Yeah, that's awesome. Hell yeah. Shout out.
God bless Transplants.
I love it. So take me back to when Bed began, because I know you've been around for a few years.
Yeah, since like 2015, I think.
Okay.
I remember I went to this show in probably like 2015, and it was like in the middle of nowhere. It was like this generator show. Like if you ask anybody in AV that's in the scene, they'll know about it. And I saw this band play called Playing Tourists Forever, and they're not around anymore, but they're sick, and I was like, I want to do that. So I started making music in high school. Well, I was in high school at the time, and I didn't have a band. It was just me and like my laptop, just like kind of making little loops or whatever. So
Yeah.
I was just like, and I'm not that like creative, like as far as like names or like visuals. So I was just like, I'll just do Bed because it's simple, and like, you know, there's no like, oh, who's in the, it's just me, you know.
Yeah.
And then I started playing with this other group of guys, and then but they had like their own thing going on, so you know, scheduling, it was just, I ended up moving on. And so then one day we got asked to play this show. It was called it was at the White Oak.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and so
Red Pears played that, right?
yeah, it was Red Pears, Pity Party at the time, and then some, I don't remember the other bands, but we opened up, and it was
sick.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. And then
When was that?
2017. Yeah, it was like
damn.
it was like this festival. We played pretty early on in the day, but it was still like yo, like we're playing here.
Yeah.
And so then that's, I remember like a couple weeks before, I was like, I don't have a band, like who do I ask? And then I knew about Axel, and I knew about his drumming, and I saw him play one time, but I didn't like go up to him because Axel looked kind of mean at the time. I was like, I'll just DM him later, and then I ended up hitting him up, and he was down, and and Joel actually, he played guitar for me at the time, and then our other friend James, he played bass. So
Oh, cool.
we just had practice. I kind of showed everyone their parts, and then we ended up doing that show. And then from then on, it was all of us for a while, and then it was just we went back to a 3-piece, but it was me, my friend James, and then just Axel, and then later on it was us, and then our other friend Nathan, the one that couldn't make it today.
Oh,
and
okay.
then and then recently there was a little bit change in like the lineup, and so now Joel plays bass for us, and
Nice.
we're a 4-piece now, and
Sick.
we're probably gonna stay this way.
Nice.
Yeah.
Damn. That's cool. That's crazy that was one of the shows that really brought you together was the Red Pairs to like kind of force you to find a band quick.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And it was tight.
That's dope. Hell yeah. What made him so mean looking?
I'm really shy. Like I'm the quiet one, and so I don't know. Like I get told that a lot. Like I just look like non-approachable, and I'm just like I'm really nice. Like I'm just really shy, you know.
I think because when I saw him at the show, like it was after his set, and he was wearing like just a cutoff shirt, and like and he was just lifting everything, all his gear, and I'm just like, I should probably wait until there. But then I DM'd him, and he was like, yeah, like I'm so down, like let's do it.
Cool.
And then like I got to know him, and coolest dude ever. So
That's awesome. Hell yeah. That's rad. And then the band name, it was just something you're just like, I usually don't ask you about this, but I was trying to like research on some stuff, and it's just tough to like find in Google. It's just a bunch of bed pictures.
Oh yeah, that's the So
yeah.
my name is So my name is a bed, but every time I tell it someone, it's like a whole 10-minute conversation. I'm just like, oh, like yeah, my name is this. Oh, is that short for something? Oh yeah, it's this. And then it's like I'm just trying to get my coffee at Starbucks, you know. So I ended up just doing just bed.
Yeah.
And when someone asks what, I'm like, oh, like you know. And then they're like, oh, bed, okay. And then I just made that like the stage name, I guess, because I couldn't really think of anything better, and I was like, at least like that will like. My music will be associated with me, you know? And
yeah.
like, I kind of always dug, like, the solo artist thing, but then, so it just ended up being that. I wanted to change it to, I don't even want to say the names, so they're probably embarrassing, but they were just like, no, let's just do bed, and I was like, okay. I just want to put that out there, you
Bed
know?
works.
Yeah.
It works.
Yeah, bed's cool for sure.
What's up, guys? My name's Bed. This is my band. We're here at Chad's home, 3-piece unit, and this first song's called Rocket. Thank you.
And yeah, so I was telling you guys just before we started, but so we do like fan questions sometimes, and I ask, you know, who could submit questions if you want to hear anything.
Sick.
And you guys by far got the most questions I've had in like so
Nice.
long. So
Wow.
I have
That's
so
awesome.
many questions to run through, and a
Okay.
lot of them was stuff I just want to talk about. But thank you to all the fans who submitted.
Thank you, everyone.
You're about
Thank
to,
you.
You're
That's
about to
cool.
learn all the things you asked right now.
Yeah.
So stay tuned. The first one was when did you realize you wanted to make music?
Personally, me is when I saw that band play. When I saw Playing Tourist Forever play, and I was
Yeah.
like, it wasn't even about like, because it wasn't a big show, but it was kind of a big show, and like they didn't have like the biggest crowd. But I remember being in like the pit, and I'd never been to a concert or a show or anything before that because I wasn't allowed.
Oh, wow.
But I was there, and I was like, I want to do this, but like I want to be up there. I want to like unite everyone, and like I kind of just want to make everyone feel what I was feeling, and like
Yeah.
just kind of do that. And I always like music has always been a big part of my life, and I had always been playing guitar. I've been playing guitar since I was like 8, but I always wanted to do music, but I was never allowed to like join a band or anything like that. And so I kind of had a little more independence when I was like like in my like teens. So
Right.
then I just decided, I was like, you know what, I'm just going to do it. And so I had like this laptop, and it was my sister's laptop actually. And so she would let me use it. And so and she had like this photography project. So we would always fight over it. So she'd be like, oh no, I'm on Photoshop. And like, I'm like, no, but I want to do this. I have an idea. And so,
Just into like GarageBand or something? And you,
yeah,
like,
it was
picked up a
GarageBand.
guitar or what?
I had like a Gibson Les Paul Jr., but it didn't have like that sound. So I borrowed my cousin's like Squire. And so I just started doing that.
That's sick.
And then like I found about there was like you know the it's called the Smart Drummer, and then from there I was like, oh, I'm set. And so I just started doing that,
That's
just making
dope.
loops.
I love it.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I used to have like my own band. That's actually like Axel was my drummer, and I met Bed at that Generator show.
Yeah.
That's when I met you for the first time.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's kind of the same deal. I just like I grew up wanting to play music.
Yeah.
I always like just loved listening to music, and yeah, I don't know. I just love music.
That's dope. Yeah. Was there like a first artist or something that really pushed you towards wanting to do it, or was it just kind of everything?
Honestly, it was kind of playing Tourist too that
Oh,
like
really?
really made me want to play.
Sick.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
so cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I have like an older brother who kind of like showed me playing Tourist, because those guys are older than us. They're like probably like a decade almost older than us.
Okay.
I don't even know.
a decade.
I think like a decade.
Oh man.
Maybe not a decade. I don't know.
And we're homies with them, so
Yeah.
I'm trying.
Well, I have no idea how old they are, but they're older than us. So, but yeah, when I saw them play, for sure, I was like, this is really cool.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's dope. That's awesome. What about you, Axel?
Yeah, like music was always like something that was in the house, and my dad sings, and then I have an uncle that played drums, and when I saw him play drums, I think I was like 5, and like that right then and there, like I just knew like I want to do that.
That's cool.
And yeah, so like I would just like when I was a little kid, just like hop on YouTube and just find different bands, and yeah, just like look at like drum tutorials and just,
Nice.
just all over the place. And yeah, just like early teens, just started going to like the local shows, and yeah, I was like, I want to be on stage, you know.
That's rad.
So,
That's
yeah.
really cool. I love it. So the next was they're curious about Jim's being the debut project. Like, how did that come together? How was it made? Was that just you and your computer?
Oh yeah, that's purely just like me and my laptop.
Wow.
Yeah, so those songs like man, it's on my early stuff. Like you can clearly see how early it is. And
I love Gems. Honestly, I love Gems.
And it was just a bunch of songs that I wrote. You know what's funny? I actually wrote a lot of the songs like because I played this like my first show that I ever played was put together by Aston and Eve, and they run a company now called The Public. If you guys want to check them out. And they asked me because I remember I would put out like little like just singles, and then I guess she was throwing like an art show, and so she asked me if I wanted to play that. And so I was like, yeah. She was like, yeah, just play like a 30-minute set. I was like, dude, I have like one song. And so I just started like, I really just like isolated myself in my room and just started like playing stuff and like.
Oh damn.
And so I wrote like maybe 3 of those songs like a couple of days before, and then the rest of them were just like ideas I had that I just like recorded, and then I ended up just finishing them. And yeah, like, and a lot of the lyrics I had were just like because I would always like sometimes I think of lines and then I just write it down no matter what it is, and then so I kind of I collect from those, like see which ones match. I'll change them up a little bit if I need to, and yeah, and then that whole thing just came together. And even though it's not like the best thing, it's still like my first little EP that I put out.
Yeah, it's dope.
And we actually kind of planned to like re-record, make it cleaner, make it sound better, like, and just kind of re-release it pretty soon.
Damn,
So,
that's so cool. So you just did it on your own. That's crazy.
Pretty much, yeah.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
And then like that show that I played, I didn't have a band, so it was just they just plugged in my laptop to the PAs. I just went in with my amp and I was just up there and like.
Oh, was it that art show?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw you. Yeah.
You were there?
Yeah, I was there. Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
That was before we like.
That was before I knew anybody. Yeah.
I had heard about that show.
Yeah?
I heard about it. Yeah.
Man, I was so nervous and like, but all my friends were there, and then like after I got off stage, they just all like hugged me. They were like, "Yo, like that was sick."
Cool.
I was like, "Okay, cool."
So you just played to tracks on your guitar?
Pretty much. Like I just took out like the track that I was gonna play as, and then I just sang over it, and I was like, okay,
dope.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah. Good for you. That's so
Thank
cool.
you.
Damn, that's got to be so different now than like
Oh,
how you
man.
did it back then.
Yeah, definitely, because like, and I remember I tried to put effects on my voice, but then there was like feedback and I couldn't figure it out. I was like, I'll just do it dry then. And so
Wow, that's
progress.
That's quite the experience. Yeah, that's crazy.
It was insane. Like sometimes I think back to them, I can't believe I went up there like that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Good times.
So I kind of already asked this, but if you could name some musical inspirations besides that band that you had already mentioned.
Personally, man, I would say early on a lot of Motorama. I love. Pretty sure they're well known, but they're like a Russian band, and they make like really cool like just like indie music. It's really soft. It's like soft rock, but it's like it has like pop to it, and cool. I love their guitar leads. Like I remember the first song I heard was Ghost, and it was. I found out about their band through like this video that this guy made. He takes old skateboards and makes them into guitars. I think they're called Prism guitars. And I was like, what song is this? And then like I started finding that sound, and I was like, I love this sound. I want to do stuff like that. So that's where like you listen to Motorama and you listen to like Gems, like you'll kind of hear it maybe. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
But them, and then a lot of like Nirvana and a lot of like Deftones and Linkin Park. Like I just love I really love like heavy melodic stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, just like heavier stuff like that.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. What about you guys?
I don't know. I feel like the music I listen to almost like has like I don't really play like what I listen to essentially.
Right.
But I guess like so I play bass. So for my inspirations I kind of like the Cherry Glazer sound or Plain Tourists is probably like a huge inspiration for me as well. But I don't know. The music I listen to doesn't translate into what I play.
What do you listen to?
I like my favorite band is probably Bright Eyes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's probably my favorite band.
Nice.
I'm really into like ballad type of music.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Who's the guy in Bright Eyes? What's his name?
Connor Oberst.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he had a band. Oh my gosh.
The Mystic Valley Band.
No, it's like a Spanish name, I think.
Oh, Desaparecidos.
Yes.
Yeah. Desaparecidos.
Yeah.
They're really cool. It was like a punk band.
Yeah. I love that album they put out.
I love
so
that
good.
album.
Yeah, it's dope.
Yeah.
Shout out to Connor.
I love Connor Rivers.
What about you, Axel?
I love hardcore music.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I love hardcore. Like pop punk, like not anymore, but like before, like when the whole like emo thing was like big, like in the 2000s and like early like 2012, like Census Fell or like A Day to Remember and shit like that. Like I don't really play it, but I would like to, you know, like someday like be in a heavier band like that.
That'd be cool.
But
yeah, I think Axel has the best music taste.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
He has the best music taste for sure.
I love and then not just like hardcore, but like I'm a big cumbia fan because like that's the shit like my mom used to play when I was a little kid, and back then it was like I hated when she would play that, but like now I'm like, dang, like these are actually like bops.
They're really good.
Every time I go anywhere with this dude in his car, and then he like puts on his phone, I'm like, dang. I kind of wish like I was on his level.
He's on aux always.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a huge compliment.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's great. I love it.
Like even we've thrown shows before, and I'll be like, Axel, just do like the DJ, like just do like the in between songs, please.
Smart,
and,
yeah.
And it always works out. Like, everyone's
Yeah.
always like having a good time.
That's cool.
There's this show that we it was a house show that we threw like in August, and lately I've been listening to like a lot of Eurobeat, and like I wasn't sure if people were gonna like it if I like played it in between like the sets, but like I played it and like people were actually like bopping their heads, and I was like, oh, sick, like okay.
That's awesome. Hell yeah. Are you going to When We Were Young Fest?
Oh,
No.
shit.
No,
I want to. Bright idea.
I would like to, but
It'd be cool to see Mike Kim and Paramore. I
Yeah.
saw Mike Kim before.
I don't
the
know,
band.
like the whole
Yeah.
like
That'd be
since,
sick.
since it's like in a day, I think like
Yeah.
that's so many
It's
bands. I don't.
crazy. They're doing the
Yeah.
same. I saw they dropped like another day where it's like the same.
Oh, they are?
But it's the same lineup each day.
Oh,
So
okay.
like Mike Kim's gonna play
Oh,
twice.
what?
Paramore's playing twice. Like it's the same exact,
Oh,
which is a
man.
trip. And it's like the smallest band on that bill is like the Garden and stuff, and they're massive.
Damn.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like it's gonna be so weird seeing the Garden play at like 10 a.m. or something. You know.
Remember when I first saw that file, I was like, "There's no way." I was
Yeah,
like, "This
I
is
was like,
fake.
this
It's
is a
fire."
joke.
you
Yeah.
know?
I love all the like the TikToks that have come out, like where the sets are like just like the first two notes and it's like thank you.
Yeah. That's so good. Oh man. Let's talk about live real quick, since we're on that beat. A bunch of people asked, and I'm sure that you're expecting this question. But how was the tour with Beach Goons?
Oh yeah.
That was crazy.
man.
How'd that come together?
I remember I was just like, well, I think I was watching like Game of Thrones or something. I was just like on my couch. I was like, man, I'm so bored. And then I just get a DM and it's Beach Goons, and they're like, hey, like, wanna go? No, first they followed me, and I was like, there's no fucking way. I was like, cause like I grew up listening to them, or like in my, you know, when I was like 15, 16, I'm 21 now,
Yeah.
and I was like always listening to them, and I loved them, and I was like, no way. I was like, what? I was like, and then I waited for like the notification to go away in
Yeah.
case they accidentally like,
Yeah.
you know. And then and I was like, oh, okay. I was like, what? Sick. I called this dude. I was like, Beach Goons just followed the band account.
I was driving. I was going to see Lucky. He's a rapper, and I think at the Novo, and yeah, I just get the call. He's like, yo, like, guess what? I was like, what? And he was like, Beach Goons just followed us. I was like, oh, sick. Like, are you sure it's them though? Like, you sure it's not like
Yeah, I thought we were like, there's
Like
no
a fan
way.
account,
yeah,
like
like
a
you sure it's not
parody
like
account. Yeah,
like
yeah.
like a fake account or
Yeah.
something. He was like, no, like it's legit them. I was like, oh, that's cool. Well, I was like, maybe they like actually like listen to the music and maybe they liked us or something.
Yeah.
And then we just hung up, whatever.
And then and then they DM'd me. They were like, hey, like, want to go on tour with us? First show's at the Fonda. It's sold out already. Let me know. I was like,
And then he calls me back and he tells me that, and I'm just like,
That's so
like
cool.
no way. I was like,
man, I was like,
Dude.
I was like yelling. I was like, dude, like they're DMing me. Like, what?
Yeah.
It was insane.
It's a big deal for us.
Yeah, for
We're
us,
like,
yeah.
like, they're so big.
Yeah.
like I got
They're
lightheaded on
so
the car.
big.
Like after he told me that, I was
Yeah.
like, oh, like no way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
and
made
I
no
was-
sense.
Yeah. And so I was honestly like really kind of like, what do I do? Like, I don't know. Like, is this real? And so I mean, and I DM'd them back. I was like, yeah, like we're down 100%. And then
Yeah.
and they were like, cool. And then they, we got in contact.
That's
or
when
whatever.
the freaking out started.
Yeah, the
We're
freaking
like,
out
okay,
started.
like,
Oh, and
how
then
do we do this?
it's crazy because we threw a show, and then the week before they asked us,
Oh yeah.
that was like his first show with us, like
Oh,
on
So
bass.
I had played one show with
He
him.
had played one show, and then I was
Well,
like, hey,
as
dude.
the bass
Yeah.
player.
Yeah,
Yeah,
as our
the
bass
bass
player. And then it was like, we're playing the Fonda in front of 1,200 people
Yeah.
next week, so get ready. And
So it
so
was a
all
big
that
leap.
week, we just, because he works late, they both work late. They get out, he gets out at like 10:30, and so they would come through, and then like he would put like pads on the drums, and so we just had practice, and it was like that, like we just
Damn.
from like
for like a month
for like
straight.
yeah for like from like
well,
11.
it was-
Well, so we had
we
been
had-
practicing for like a month because we had just played that show.
Yeah.
So we had been practicing like really consistently.
Yeah.
So we were ready. Like we were ready
Yeah.
to go.
Yeah. And then all those, it was just grinding, it was
Damn,
just like
dude.
from like 11 o'clock to like 2 in the morning. We'd just be jamming.
That's so
Like
cool.
every single day of the week. Yeah.
So did you talk to Pablo? Was like was he like? Did you say like how'd you find us? Why did you
Yeah.
ask us?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
we
like
asked him.
I think
Yeah.
like the second show in Utah, like we actually got to like talk with them and stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, we just asked like so like, how'd you find us? And yeah, he just said he was just like, I think Instagram. He was just like looking through like different bands, and he like listened to our stuff and he liked it. And there was that.
That's so cool, man. Yeah, I love that because like a lot of time with those bigger bands, it could get like political, and it's like whatever, you know, the booking agent wants their smaller band to go on tour with them, and so like you can't. It's tough to get those slots, and so that's just so awesome that Beach Goons. Shout out to you, Pablo.
Shout out to Pablo.
Honestly, like
that's so cool. That's
honestly,
so cool.
It really. I would just say it, like any recognition that we got or anything is offered from Pablo, honestly.
Yeah.
You know, out of and they were so cool. Like, you know, we'd be hanging out and
they were cool.
Like, you know, they made us feel comfortable and welcome where we were. You know, like they weren't like weird at all. So it was like, and like that, I was like, man, this is a big band. Like, I don't know how, you know, vibes are gonna be, but you know, we'd hang out and it was fun. It was cool. We had a great time, and you know, and luckily we were all just like in a place in our lives where we could just do this. You know, we could just take off for 2 weeks and. And
we like both almost lost our jobs. We were gone for 2 weeks, you know, and I didn't have
2.5.
I didn't have like the vacation time for it, so I was just like, I'm not showing up.
Yeah, damn, that's so cool. What was your favorite spot to play on tour?
Oh man,
that's a good question.
Colorado was cool.
I mean, Fonda for sure, but we played Fonda on like a whole other level. But I think my place is Kilby Court.
Kilby Court was cool. I think for me it was Baltimore.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, both those shows were.
Damn,
all three of those shows.
We were on the other side of the country.
Those 3 shows were
that's so
really
sick.
cool.
Yeah, Kilby Court, because everyone like, and I don't know why I was like, does anyone here know us? And then like a couple people were like, yeah, and I was like, okay, you go. And then so we just like they all went crazy, you know, and it was really cool.
Oh, throughout the tour, like sometimes people would like say that they had known us or like seen us before, and it was just like crazy, like that someone like from California was like over here, and it was like and then we've seen you before, we heard of you, and it's like, whoa.
It was crazy. And then in Colorado, some girl came up to us, she was like, I saw you guys at the Fonda. We were like, what? And then it was just funny. She's like, yeah,
crazy.
She's really cool. She was at that one show too.
Oh yeah, and then she went to our first show after we came back from tour. So it was like,
it was a Halloween.
It was like a Halloween show in the valley somewhere.
Yeah. So shout out to her too.
Yeah, that's so tight. That's awesome. I'm so happy for you guys that happened. That's so cool. Yeah, shout out to Beach Goons again.
Yeah. This next song is called Deja Vu.
What was another question that came through? What's the wildest thing you've ever seen live, like while you're playing live?
Wildest thing. Dang.
While we're playing?
That's
a really tough question.
The only thing that immediately came to mind is we were playing. It was at the Fonda, and someone was like, "Yo, throw some water," and then like everyone was like, "Throw some water," and then I was like, "I don't have any water." I was like, and then one of my friends was in the crowd. He like, I have this I should have brought it. I have this hydro flask.
I'm so glad you didn't bring it.
I drink a lot of water, especially during the summer. It's a gallon. It's like it's like this big, and someone was, and one of my friends in the crowd was like, "I see that 1,000-gallon hydro flask you got right there. Give us some water." And then
That's funny.
I was like, I just looked. I didn't know who to look. Like I was looking for permission to like.
Right.
And so I was like, "Fuck it." I just started throwing water.
Nice.
And then and I actually saw a TikTok of like someone in the crowd like getting water, like just this gullible water in their face, and I was like,
That's cool.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. That was cool.
It.
I always
Yeah.
remember that.
That's awesome. You haven't seen any like fights or any crazy things breaking out?
No.
I mean, people just act crazy already. Like in the crowd, like they're already doing crazy stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm really trying to think of something. I can't think of anything.
I'm always looking down.
Yeah. Well, I like to look at the people a little bit. Like I'm like, "What's up? Hey, what's up?" No, I feel like I don't know if I had to say something. I guess like when Beach Goons was playing La Bamba one time, like the people in the crowd are just going crazy.
Yeah,
they were just having a blast.
They bring such an insane energy.
Oh my
God.
It's
crazy.
Yeah. That's so wild. I know. I've seen them a couple times. They're so much fun.
Yeah.
So much fun. And like, yeah, their stuff just connects with so many people. So it's just cool. Like being at their shows is just fun. Like a good community, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hell yeah. All right. I want to rip through a couple more questions and we'll get into the music.
Okay.
What's your dream place to perform?
Ooh, man.
The Britisher. No, I'm just kidding. That was like a local like
little bar.
Yeah. Okay.
Shout out to Palmdale.
Yeah, shout out to the Britisher. The Palmdale folks are gonna like that one.
Man, like if we're talking dreams, like maybe like a sold out Rose Bowl.
Or the Smell, maybe.
Oh shit.
We haven't played the Smell.
You haven't played the Smell yet?
Would be sick.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
I feel like that's like achievable too. So
I don't know.
That'd be like a dream one.
The Smell is definitely on the list of like places we want to play.
Yeah.
But like dream, a sold out Rose Bowl would be sick.
Yeah,
Like on some
that'd
Foo Fighters type of thing.
Yeah,
You know?
Yeah, like a stadium. Or where's the place where like the what's that band called? Pink Floyd. Where did Pink Floyd play? The Pompeii Stadium.
I don't know.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
I know what you're talking
Coliseum.
about.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Coliseum would be sick
That
too.
would be pretty cool.
Yeah, that shit would be wild.
Yeah. I don't know. Dream
love
places.
it.
Do you have a dream place you just like?
It's
wanna
just
play at?
well, like theaters are cool, but like I don't know, like somewhere just like out of the country. Just like
Yeah, a
different
Japan
country.
show?
Oh, Japan.
Oh yeah,
would be-
Japan
Japan
tour.
would be really,
Yeah,
that'd be
Japan
cool.
tour would be
That'd be
so
so
sick.
Gotta try to
cool.
set that
Yeah.
up.
Damn, that'd be so sick. Hell yeah. I love it.
We were just talking about we'd love to play just inside of a house.
Yeah, in the living room. That'd be
Yeah.
so sick.
Oh,
be
nice.
sick,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've done that before.
But like I want to do it again. though.
It's been a while.
Yeah,
It's been a
those are
while
so
for
fun.
sure.
I love it.
Yeah.
Sweet. 2 more questions and we'll get started. If you could describe your music in one word, what would it be?
Dang.
Lame. No, I'm just kidding.
Lame.
I'm just kidding.
In one word?
Yeah.
It sounds kind of weird, but I would say passionate,
Nice.
because a lot of the music that I drop and that like I make, it's because like I either really feel it. Like when I'm making a song for the first time, I get this like weird like rush, like a rush to my head whenever like I come up with like a riff or something, that I add drums to it. I lay bass, and I just like, it's like I'm seeing like this thing get created that like that makes me feel like, I don't know. It's a weird feeling, but it's like I know this is right and I need to like share this.
Yeah.
And so I would say like passionate.
That's cool. I love
yeah.
it.
Personally, yeah.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one. I think I need like at least 3 words.
I would have known.
I need like I could do like maybe 2 words at the minimum. I don't know.
I told Bed, well, for the like album art, for the EP that we just dropped, the little 2 singles.
Mm-hmm.
I told him like when I play our music, like I just think of like clouds. So
Nice.
Yeah, that's what's on the cover. But yeah, like I don't know. I always picture like clouds or something.
Yeah.
Dreamy.
Yeah,
Dreamy.
Yeah.
Dreamy. That's a good one.
Dreamy.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like it.
I like that. That's probably
great.
the best. I think I like that. That's the best. That's
Dreamy.
the best one. Yeah.
Good.
Final
Good
answer.
Good answer. Final answer. Last thing. Any advice for people who look up to you?
Ooh.
Oh man, we're like, dang.
Don't look up to us.
Uh,
No, I'm just kidding.
honestly, I would say, don't give up, and just like work on. Just focus on. Like, I mean, at least if you want to become like an artist and like do music and play shows and all that, just don't give up and just work on your craft. You know, like really, like, don't worry so much about like, you know, how you're gonna come off on Instagram, what you post on Instagram. Like, worry about that all later. You know, like just focus on like your music, focus on like connecting to people and like. And I don't mean like making connections, you know. I mean like actually like putting out music that means something to you and that can mean something to someone else, you know.
Yeah.
And even if like you start out and like you're only getting like 50 listens or like 10 listens per like the whole year, I mean that's still like 50 plays that someone wanted to listen to your music, you know. And
It's all about the music.
Exactly.
It's all about the music.
Exactly.
That's cool. I love
and
that.
practice.
That's great
And
advice.
yeah, practice. Go to shows,
every
like make
single
friends.
day.
Yeah, definitely. Go to shows, make friends, you know, support the scene. And just being like a good person, a nice person, you know.
Yeah, that'll
I
help.
love it. It's great advice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then somebody asked this. You don't have to answer, and we can cut this out. But are all of you single? Are there any single persons in the band?
No.
No.
Okay.
We're not single.
We're recording this. We're recording this in January. It's gonna come out in April, so something could happen between now and then. I guess.
Yeah.
All right. Officially, officially, yes. But that's all I'm gonna
someone's
say.
feelings about to get hurt.
I'm gonna get in trouble.
I can cut it out. It's all good.
No, leave it in.
No, leave it in. Yeah, leave it in.
Oh man,
That's a great question. Thanks to
yeah,
whoever asked that.
Yeah,
That's
a lot of
question.
people. There's some crazy questions in there.
man.
I had to hold a few back.
Oh no!
Wait. It depends on who's asking, actually.
Amazing. Is there this was kind of a get to know you type of interview, but was there anything else you guys wanted to touch on? I know you have some new music coming out. You want to talk about anything else? Anything you wish I would have asked or anything like that?
I'd like to thank like just anybody who supports this in any like if you just even just listen to the music, like thank you.
Yeah,
You know,
honestly,
it means a
especially
lot.
when like someone buys merch, it's like holy.
Oh yeah.
Like it's always like a weird feeling, and then like.
And the merch like has helped us like buy new equipment and like it's really helped, you know.
It helps support fund the album and you know. And then, and you know, like if you guys like come talk to us, you know, we're not weird
come
people.
say hi.
Like come say hi. You know, we're not like gonna bite. We're not gonna be mean or anything like that.
Let's grab a drink at Transplants.
yeah.
It's not gonna be like how you thought Axel was gonna be.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
actually a nice guy.
He's the sweetest guy ever.
After the set, I'm usually just packing up my drums and just, I'm just being quiet. You know?
Yeah.
But if you want to say hi, I'll say hi.
One of the things from going on tour is we got really good at packing our car.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, because
we're pretty good at it now.
We took his car, which is a little RAV4.
You see the SUV that we had?
Yeah.
It was 4 of us, all of our luggage and all of our equipment in that little
That's
thing.
impressive.
Yeah.
It was tough.
It was very tough.
It was it was rough. It was,
Hey, but my high scores in Tetris is broke them.
That's awesome.
That was mostly me, man.
Yeah, but
I did.
That's
I
like
did all
the
figuring out.
That's
you wanted to
awesome.
be the drummer, so
like we would pack everything and then we'd be like, all right, how do we like? There'd be like 1 or 2 things left, and then Axel would come out. He'd just be like,
No.
Just redo everything.
Yeah, I had. I would like take it apart and just like, okay, this will go this. Like,
Yeah.
That's funny. I love it.
But yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Thank you guys for coming. This was
No,
great.
thank you for having us.
Just a couple quick shout outs from my end. Shout out to Topo Chico Mineral Water. You're the best mineral water in the game. These guys all have some. They love it.
absolutely.
Shout out
I haven't
everybody
taken a
drinks
sip
it.
yet, but I'm excited.
Grapefruit flavor. Love it.
Sponsor us, Guayaki, please.
I can't wait to drink this actually.
Yeah, it's bomb. It's super bomb. And then special shout out to DC Shoes. Thank you so much, DC Shoes. You keep us alive. You're amazing partners, and you actually sent the band some kicks.
What?
So I'm gonna give
What?
We got some shoes coming your way.
Oh shit!
The size 12.
Yes.
No way.
Oh man, I'm gonna wait. I'm ready to open it with you guys.
This is
Cool
crazy.
kicks. I don't know who's the Black Widow fan.
Thank you.
You guys are the same. I
Sure.
think, but-
Yeah.
Anyways,
That's amazing.
Oh, one more thing.
shout out to DC.
Shout
Shout out to DC. Damn.
Oh, these are
Okay.
sick.
These are fresh.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, DC.
Shout out to DC.
This is amazing.
Free stuff for bed. DC, you're the best.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We
Shout
love
out to
you.
DC. We
We should put
appreciate
these
you.
on.
I know. I love this color.
You said you wanted to say one more thing?
Yeah, Guayaki, if you're watching this,
Please
sponsor
sponsor us.
Good job.
We're always drinking that.
we're always drinking it. You guys powered us through the tour. And
On those
yeah.
tired nights where
Oh,
we don't want to
man.
practice and
Yeah.
we need something refreshing to drink.
Yeah. If you want to be like us, drink Guayaki.
Yeah, for all you up and coming bands, drink Guayaki.
That's the advice.
That
That's
is
the
how
advice.
you do it.
Amazing. Well, yeah, we'll get into some music with Bed right now from Palmdale. Thank you so much, Bed.
Thank you for having us.
All
Thank
right.
you for having us.
Let's do it.
This next song's called Not Over You.
Thank you.